Did you know that 1 in every 100 people is a psychopath? Yes, you heard it right. You may have crossed paths with a psychopath today without even knowing it. Psychopathy, a term that often sends shivers down our spines, is actually a personality disorder that's more common than we might think. It's characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy, and bold, disinhibited and egotistical traits. Now that's quite a mouthful, isn't it? But in simpler terms, a psychopath is someone who doesn't play by the societal norms we're all accustomed to. They march to the beat of their own drum, often without regard for the feelings or rights of others. It's not all doom and gloom, though. Not every psychopath is a villain in a horror movie. Some may be walking among us, blending in quite well. So how do you spot a psychopath? Let's delve into some of their most common traits. First up, psychopaths have a stunning lack of empathy. Now, empathy is that little voice inside us that says, hold on a minute, that might hurt someone's feelings, or maybe I shouldn't do that, it could cause harm. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, so to speak. But for psychopaths, this voice is mysteriously absent. They can't, or rather don't, empathize with others. Imagine Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. He's clever, cultured, but has zero qualms about, well, eating people. It's not that he doesn't understand what pain feels like, he simply doesn't care. This lack of empathy allows psychopaths to hurt others without feeling any guilt. It's as if they're missing a vital piece of the human puzzle. Quite chilling, isn't it? But that's not all, there's more. Next, we have charm and manipulation. Psychopaths are often incredibly charming. They use this charm like a magician uses a magic wand to distract and deceive. Picture the smooth-talking individual at a party who seems to have everyone eating out of their hand. They're not just charming because they're fun. No, they're using their charisma to manipulate people, to bend them to their will without them even realizing it. Beware of the charming ones, they might just be psychopaths. Fearlessness is another trait that psychopaths often exhibit. It's like they're immune to the gut-wrenching sensation of fear that keeps the rest of us from doing reckless things. Imagine a poker player, cool as a cucumber, going all in on every hand, utterly unfazed by the risk. This lack of fear can lead to dangerous situations because without fear, what's to stop them from crossing lines? But let's not get it twisted. Remember, fearlessness isn't always a sign of bravery. Moving on to grandiosity. Psychopaths often have an inflated sense of self-worth. Picture a peacock, strutting about, feathers fanned in a glorious display, utterly convinced of its own magnificence. That's grandiosity in a nutshell. Psychopaths, like our feathered friend, believe they're superior to others and deserve special treatment. They may exaggerate their achievements or talents, expecting others to recognize them as superior. So the next time you meet someone with an inflated ego, be cautious. Impulsivity is another common trait among psychopaths. Imagine a psychopath in a candy store. They're not thinking about the calories or the cavity that might follow. They want that candy and they want it now. Immediate gratification without a thought for the consequences. That's their game. It's like a moth drawn to a flame, knowing it might get burned, but going for it anyway. Impulsivity can be dangerous, especially when combined with a lack of empathy. Lack of remorse is a chilling characteristic of psychopaths. When most of us make a mistake, we feel guilt, we apologize, we try to make it right. But for a psychopath, it's just another Tuesday. Take, for instance, infamous con artist Frank Abagnale, who swindled millions without batting an eye, living a life of luxury on the misfortunes of others. The concept of guilt, it seems, is as foreign to them as the likelihood of pigs sprouting wings. Imagine never feeling guilty for anything you've done wrong. Psychopaths often wear what's known as the mask of sanity. This is their master disguise, an artifice they craft with precision to blend into society. Picture this, a charming neighbor who always remembers your birthday, yet secretly harbors a disregard for human life. A chilling thought, isn't it? This mask is their shield, their camouflage, letting them hide in plain sight. But remember, it's just a facade. Beneath the mask, however, lies a very different reality. Psychopaths often shirk responsibility. And it's not just about forgetting to wash the dishes or take out the trash. We're talking about serious stuff here. Imagine a person who constantly shifts blame, never acknowledging their own wrongdoings. Like a cat burglar who blames the homeowners for not having better security. It's an evasion of accountability on a grand scale, a peculiar dance around the truth. Their motto might as well be, "It's never my fault." Responsibility? What's that? Say the psychopaths. Shallow emotions are another common trait among psychopaths. Imagine someone who laughs at a joke, but the laughter fades as quickly as a candle in the wind. They may show anger, joy, or sadness, but it's as fleeting as a ripple on a pond's surface. These emotions are not deeply felt, but rather are superficial displays, like a peacock flaunting its feathers. It's akin to an actor performing on stage, but once the curtain falls, the emotion dissipates. Emotions, they're just for show. Next up, thrill-seeking behavior. Psychopaths often crave excitement and danger. This isn't your garden variety adrenaline junkie, no. We're talking about a relentless pursuit of high-stakes situations where the thrill isn't just in the risk, but also in the potential for significant consequences. Imagine a man who, instead of bungee jumping for kicks, opts to play Russian roulette. The riskier the game, the bigger the thrill. For psychopaths, life is just one big adrenaline rush. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want to learn more about psychology, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. By doing so, you're joining a community of knowledge seekers. Now let's continue with our journey into the mind of a psychopath. Psychopaths often lack long-term goals. Imagine someone with a boat but no compass. They float along, carried by the waves of their desires with no set destination in mind. This drifting can lead to a life filled with haphazard decisions and a string of broken relationships. The psychopath's focus is on the now, the immediate gratification, not tomorrow or 10 years down the line. For them, life is a series of moments, not a journey. For psychopaths, the future is just a concept. So, there you have it. These are some of the most common traits and characteristics of psychopaths. We've delved into the depths of their lack of empathy, their charming yet manipulative nature, and their uncanny fearlessness. We've touched on their grandiose sense of self, their impulsivity, and their apparent lack of remorse. We've lifted the mask of sanity, revealing their lack of responsibility, their shallow emotions, and their thrill-seeking behavior. We've even explored their lack of long-term goals. All these traits paint a vivid picture of what it means to be a psychopath. But remember, this is not an exhaustive list, and not all psychopaths exhibit all these traits. It's a complex condition with a broad spectrum. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about psychopathy, the better equipped you'll be to spot a psychopath. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this journey into the mind of a psychopath enlightening. If you did, show some love with a like or a comment. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more illuminating content. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay safe out there.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.